Hey there, it's Bill DeWeese with 3 things to do to prepare for a live voiceover recording session. Are you ready? These are the 3 things that I do and I suggest you do. The first 2 are things that you may have heard. The third, I think you'll find to be a bit of a surprise, so you want to hang on until the end of the video for that. Number 1 are the things that I think common sense things. You want to make sure that you are well rested. If you're sluggish, you didn't sleep well the night before, didn't get enough rest, or maybe you're out partying the night before, it's not going to allow you to have a clear head, a clear mind, and physically feel good and energetic and prepared for the session. So do the things that physically make sense. Be well rested and well hydrated. Those are the two biggies. The second thing that you want to do is to make sure that ahead of time you've done some research on the client. I think that YouTube is your best friend when it comes to this. So when I'm getting ready to do work for a brand, especially a major brand that has a major broadcast and or online presence where I can do some research, I'll simply bring up some previous projects, whether it be commercials or corporate videos or things that they've done, so I can get a better sense of who they are as a company, but even more importantly, the image that they like to project to the public. So I want to get a sense of the brand personality. What's the feel? Do they have that more soft sell, intimate communication feel in their materials? Do they like to sound proud and corporate and established? Do they like to sound younger and cooler and a little more hip? Whatever the attitude and the personality of that brand, I like to get a sense of that. And then number 3, and this is where you might consider this a bit of a curveball, do not over-prepare the script. I think this is one of the mistakes that a lot of voice talent make. It's the human reaction to when we're going to work with somebody. We want to figure it out before. It's like, let me give you a for instance. Oftentimes when I'm coaching students or we're getting ready to work on a demo, I'll select their scripts and I'll send them to them. And before the first coaching session, my suggestion is take a look at the scripts, but just take a look at them. Do not prepare or practice them. The reason is this. If you begin to over-prepare or over-practice something, you begin to ingrain a pattern in your mind of how you think you should do it. Well, the problem with that is the chance is the client or the director, the producer, is going to have a completely different idea, and they're going to want to move you in a different direction. And if you're married to an idea or you have ingrained a pattern because you've gone over the script over and over again, it makes it that much more difficult to make the shift to the type of read, the type of attitude, the style, the emotion that the client wants. So I do like to look at the script, and I recommend you look at the script. You want to become familiar with what's on that script. But I never go so far as to mark up a script and emphasize words, circle words, highlight this, that, or the other. What I do sometimes is I'll go through, and if I need to add punctuation for my own benefit, that I feel like, okay, it would be easier if I took a pause here or here, just for physical purposes, to be able to breathe properly to get through the script. Sometimes I will do that. But aside from that, I spend very little time with the script prior to working with the client. That way, I approach it open-minded and fresh. And usually what the client will do is they'll have you do a first read. And then from there, they'll begin to direct. And I want to make sure that I'm flexible and I'm able to respond quickly and appropriately to their direction. And if I've spent hours drilling it into my head, it makes it difficult to do that. So I hope you'll find those 3 tips and suggestions helpful as you prepare for your next live recording session. Thanks for checking out the video. Don't forget, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. I guess only one thumbs up. Share it with your friends, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.